on YouTube. Alright, we're live on YouTube. Doing good. I'm doing good also. I'm just chilling, getting ready for this contest tonight, man. Oh, I've been doing very bad on contests recently. Hopefully tonight it's gonna be a little bit different. Alright, I'm almost ready to go. Might need to be right back and grab some water. 1 second. All right, here we go. What's happening, Bobby Blue? How are you doing? Man, I can't just stop taking contests because I'm not doing good, you know? I mean, I haven't really been training that hard either, so I think it's a good reflection of how much effort I've been putting in. But it's still good to see like what my rating is with minimal training. I basically only do the daily problem on Monday and Wednesday, you know, and then I don't do anything else. But I thought I would be able to cruise, but you know, I think because I rely so much on my speed to get good ratings, like I don't rely on solving Q4 because I'm not good enough, and usually I need very accurate code and very quick speeds to like get my high ratings. And when I'm not practicing as much, maybe those things fall dramatically. And since I depend on them so much, it's like it's affecting me a lot more. Because like if I could just solve Q4s, my ranking would probably not be affected too much, you know, but I don't solve Q4s. Anyways, I think it's hard to have good speed with C++. I don't think so, man. Most of the top people are C++. I mean, maybe for certain problems, Python for sure is quicker. But I think the implementation speed is not the issue for me. It's like actually realizing what the problem is or how to solve it logically. That takes up most of the time. To get my ideas from my brain onto LeetCode usually doesn't take too long. It's more thinking about how to solve the problem that's taking me the long time. So I'd say the bottleneck is not how many lines of code. The bottleneck is definitely thinking about the solution, you know? Like that's where it's not like I'm just typing the whole time, man. Let's see for the contest. I mean, there's a bunch of bi-weeklies I missed. I mean, who knows which one of these are real? But traditionally, C++ used to dominate. Maybe we can look at like old contests just to see how many of the top are C++. Or it should look like a year ago or something. Let's look way back. Let's look at these rankings. Yeah, look at that, C++ everywhere. The front page is like 75% C++. You know? The second page is like 90% C++. And then Python people start to come in there third page is like 50% C++. But C++ dominates the top 100, man, you know? So it's not a C++ issue for me, at least. It's just problem solving issue, you know? Anyways, I guess we can just do daily problem or something. Alright, let's see what's up, man. Solved it. Minimum domino rotation. Should I submit my old code and then redo it just to get the points? Maybe. Maybe I'll do that. I'm not even gonna look. I'm just gonna submit. I'm not looking at the code, man. You know, no condom Chris type racer. I don't know if this is cheating, but 5 ads. Man, I don't make like 1 penny a stream, Bobby Blue. I wish I could go back and not be affiliate. I think I can do that. But then all the channel points will go away, so I don't know if that's the play. Alright, let me solve this problem for real. I just wanted to get it in before I miss my... Oh wait, let's do a type racer real quick. What's happening, no condom Chris? How are you doing, man? What's life like for you these days? Are you grinding in the corporate world or what? No? Wait, no what? Not grinding? Alright, let's do type racer real quick. No grind. Not even at work? You're just chilling at work? I remember watching me get Guardian, man. I've lost 3 years of gains, basically. I'm back to like my rating when I first did my boot camp in 2021. Wait, revert to mean? What you talking about? Hold on, type racer. Let me post it in the Discord. Max out? Who you talking about? Oh, Q is here. Dang, this is a long warm up. You see I have a boot camp again? Nah, I'm not having any boot camp, man. I don't need to do this, you know. This is, for me, this is like a fun game that I play when I'm bored. I'm not training for a job. The stakes aren't too high for me, you know. Alright, here we go. Warm-up time. Second race championship round. Man, that was a really long passage. Q Ultimus 105 warm-up round. There's only 3 of us on the racetrack right now, man. Where's Don't Defense at? You think he saw that message? I don't think so, man. He's gonna miss it. Alright. You ready for the championship round? I guess let's do it, man. Somebody better get triple digits. Oh wait, type racer cam. That kind of lean. Should I move it? Is that good? Alright, here we go. Championship round, man. You guys got the link. It's only me, Q, and no condom Chris. Let's do it. Bobby Blue is scared. Man, I think my keyboard is messing up. Something wrong with this thing, man. Anyways, 118. I was like pressing a lot of double R's. Yeah, look at that, man. Sometimes it does a double R. I've been having trouble with this last week too. Maybe I gotta clean this keyboard or something. Alright, 118 for no condom Chris. Let me put that up there. Man, should I go get my backup keyboard? I might have to go do that. Well, maybe I'll do it for the contest. I thought I fixed my keyboard. No condom Chris with a speed of 118. Dang, back-to-back championships, 47 wins, number 2 spot, most wins of all time. Alright, daily problem that I already kind of submitted, but I'll do it again anyways. Was it this one? Yeah. Minimum domino rotations for equal row. In a row of dominoes, tops I and bottoms I represent the top and bottom halves of the ith domino. A domino is a tile with 2 numbers from 1 to 6 on one on each half of the tile. We may rotate the ith domino so that tops I and bottoms I swap values. Return the minimum number of rotations so that all values in tops are the same or all values in bottoms are the same. If it cannot be done, return -1. What do you think? Is this a take it or leave it? Alright, how do you know? We just need all tops or all bottoms to be the same. Let's try and science this out. Sciencing everything out. Alright, so I'm thinking immediately, this is like the first thought is to do take it or leave it. Basically, we try and swap. Maybe, I don't know. Let me think. I poop standing up. What's happening? This is tough. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. It might not be too hard. But, alright, maybe take it or leave it, isn't it? Because I don't even know. Maybe first I have to see which number is, if it's even possible, right? So how do we, this one, we can see, dang, how can we know? I guess we just need to know which, Do I just like count how many things in each index and see if any of them have 6? Wait, how many? I guess we need n many. So I need like a list of candidates maybe. And then how do I know that? So perhaps two. Do I just have like a frequency map or a count of how many in each position of size n? Let me think for a little bit. So this is like iterating through all the tops and bottoms. And I guess it would be like tops I, bottoms I. Wait. This is like, should I have it like that, or should I have it like each number 1 through 6? I guess there's 0 too, so it's like really 7 numbers, right? Or no, it's only 1 through 6 they say. Man, I don't know what I'm doing, but I'll be alright. I'm gonna be like, the top. I'm trying to like count how many times a number appears in every domino, but I don't even know how to think about that, man. I feel so rusty, and I don't want to double count, so if they're the same, I'm just gonna increment one of them, but if they're different, I gotta increment both of them. And how much is this? 20,000? And then now I just need to say, maybe now I do a, dang, should I do a take it or leave it here? Or should I just try and see how many turns it would take to make the top? And then we can just reverse it. And let me think. Dale Cooper, thank you very much for the follow. So if I iterate through, all right, hold on. Let me just go over at least all my candidates 1 through 6, and if any of them are size n, that means those are potential candidates. I don't even know if this is necessary. We're gonna say if there's n many, and that's a good number that we could try. And then I gotta see if I can make it either on the top or the bottom, or what. Should I just default to trying to make everything on the top? Alright, so I'm gonna try to turn every domino on the top side to X and see what's up. Or maybe I'll do both. And then I'll just see what's up, you know. So now I'm gonna iterate through all the dominoes. And I'm gonna say, if, what was it called? It's called, alright, tops and bottoms. So if tops I is not equal to X, that means we gotta flip it. Right? Oh wait, do we flip it? Yeah, we flip it. But then if that is not equal to X, then we also gotta flip that. And then I'll just see which one of these is like the min. Something like that maybe. So like this one, I'd say 2 is a candidate, and that's it. So I'll go through the top and I'm like 1, 2, and then bottom will be 1, 2, 3, 4. So I say the answer is 2, which looks alright. And then this one, oh, maybe I should have this answer to be -1 initially, or int max, I don't know. I think this looks alright, man. Should I just run it, send it, see what's up? Sick Logic, welcome to the party. Are we cooking? What are we cooking, man? Oh lordy. Oh man, 0. How are we gonna get 0? What is going on? Should I eyeball it? I gotta try and rely on my eyeballs for debugging. So that means something must have happened here where it iterated through, and then nothing. Oh, right here, look at that. But even right here, it didn't get triggered or something. Oh no, that would have been 0. I think that was my bug right there. Oh, that's wrong. Another bug. Easy work. Yeah, that problem not too crazy. Didn't even need a take it or leave it, man. We just needed to like figure out potential candidates for checking and then iterating. Maybe there's like a more optimized solution. All right, if I had to analyze my time complexity here, this is ON. I mean, looks like ON to me, but let me try and be more accurate. Yeah, it looks like, oh, this is an ON solution, but I am doing multiple passes. So I'm doing one pass here to figure out like which numbers are on every domino. And then I'm doing like up to, I guess, I guess there could only be 2 numbers here in candidates. There can't be, like, we can't have all 6 numbers, right? Because each domino only has 2 slots. So that means candidates will be at most 2 numbers in there. Anyways, what are y'all saying? Is it time to do the next daily problem? What's out there? Alright, brand new daily problem. Number of equivalent domino pairs. After this, maybe I'll do one of the old virtual contests. Given a list of dominoes, dominoes I equal A, B is equivalent to dominoes J equals C, D if and only if either A equals C and B equal D, or A equal D and B equals C. That is, one domino can be rotated to be equal to another domino. Return the number of pairs ij for which 0 less than equal to I less than j less than length of dominoes, and dominoes I equivalent to dominoes j. Alright, how are we gonna do this? So it's an easy problem. Usually easy problems, I don't even really think about them too much, but this one I am giving it some thought because I don't know exactly what to do immediately. But anytime I see something like this, I less than j with all pairs, I usually think of some type of two-sum type of pattern. And then having a hash map to look up in the past. So how can we do this? Should I just convert each domino to some type of pair, and maybe I sort the numbers so that the lowest number is always first. That way I can match easier. I think I can do that with a pair, right? So I can be like map I guess I could do it with a pair, or I could make some type of weird key. But I think a map can hash a pair or whatever. Right? Let's see. I don't even really know. Alright, here we go. So this is gonna be dominoes. So it's gonna be min dominoes I0 what am I doing? It's gonna be min and max. Can I do that, man? Let me make this a new line. And then I'll just be like, wait, 1 through 9. What kind of weird ass dominoes are those? And there is 40,000. Let's see what's up. Oh lordy. It doesn't like this. Just Backs 132, welcome to the party. Alright, daily problem, not so bad. But without using a map like this, I don't know how to do it. Maybe I'll make like a string key or something like that. I'm curious how else people solve this one. Hash map. Hey, what the hell is this? No, this is like every pair. Alright, what is this? Okay, this is my solution, same thing. I don't know what this is. What are they doing here, man? Domino Week, DevGod 2020, what's happening? Alright, same, this is basically the same answer I got. They say remember to do your dailies, but also got to do your minnows. What are you talking about, man? Dominoes? Yeah, every question this week has been dominoes. No, just the last 3 questions. Alright, y'all ready? I'm gonna do bi-weekly 155. Maybe I also do, I think I missed this bi-weekly. Let me see which ones I didn't do. I didn't do weekly contest 447 or 446. $154. Alright. Let's see which ones. I can hit 155 and can hit 446. Dominoes. Yeah, Orion's Belt, welcome to the party. Are you working anywhere right now? I am working. I'm working at Google, and I've been at Google for 3.5 years in New York. So, but not on the weekends, man. On the weekends I only work on streaming on Twitch. I don't think I've ever worked a weekend. Maybe I'd worked one Saturday when maybe like 2 years ago, but usually no way, man. Alright, bi-weekly 155, that's what I'm about to do. Bi-weekly virtual contest. What's my position? Software engineer. I work in infrastructure. C++ infrastructure. How do I start virtual? Alright, here we go. I'm gonna give it a good shot. So maybe like the next 10 minutes I'll be hyper focused on this. At least for Q1, Q2. Usually by then that would give me a pretty accurate position, you know. Locked in? I'm not locked in yet. Save it here. What's happening? Welcome to the party. You guys ready? Should I start now or should I just chill for a couple minutes before I lock in? Ugh, let me stretch. Easy work. Chill and lock in. Alright. 5 minutes. Or something, couple minutes. Let's see, should I set a timer? No, we don't need a timer. Have you already earned more than $1 million over the time you're working at Google? Franco Demise. Let me think about that. Maybe close. Yeah, I don't think I've hit $1 million, but maybe real close. But then half of that is taxes, man, you know? And a big part of that is also living in an expensive ass city that you have to live in to work. Taxes, maybe like 40% taxes, man, or something. I don't know, because you got regular state tax, you got federal income tax. So it's probably like not 50%, but who knows. And then all the deductions, I guess. From Uzbekistan, we have 12% taxes, just like state tax out here, man. Federal income tax is more like 25, 30%. State tax is like 10, 11, 12%. And then people usually do like retirement account contributions, which is another. I mean, you still get that money, but it's not in your regular bank. Yeah, I'm probably almost there, Franco demise. But I don't definitely not saved $1 million, man. You know, that would be wild. Backdoor Roth, yeah, there's that too. Not even close to saving $1 million, man. If I had $1 million, I'd be out of here a long time ago, man. No way. I'd be chilling on $1 million, not, and still going to work. I'd probably try and do something else with my life. Even though $1 million doesn't feel like too much these days. But maybe that's because I've been living in premium cities for the last few years, like Bay Area in California, New York City. Like, you can't even really buy a house for $1 million, man. Or if you do buy one, it's gonna be like entry level house at $1 million in these cities. Bali's cheap, yeah. If you wanted to leave one of these big tech jobs and go live somewhere else, I think it's doable. But if you want to stay in one of these top tier cities, then nah, man. $1 million ain't enough to retire, but it's enough to live comfortably for, I don't know, a while, multiple years, a long time. But you're not gonna buy a fancy place or anything with that. Anyways, we're all just wages, man. Even though we make good money, it's still not like crazy money, I think, compared to what other people make in the city. But compared to a lot of other people, it's a whole lot of money, so I don't know. I guess people are just never really satisfied, man. You always want more. How does it feel like to work at one of the biggest companies in the world? Does it feel like you've already achieved everything? Quite the opposite, Just Bex. For me, it was a really great feeling to get into Google. Like, I was so happy. It was one of the greatest achievements of my life, I'd have to say. But after being there a few years, it's like, man, I'm not really doing anything special. I'm just doing whatever they tell me to do. I don't think my work is very impactful. I don't think I have achieved anything at all, actually, while I've been working here. Everything feels superficial, all the stuff I'm working on. I guess it's good experience to see how like software at scale works. But as far as fulfillment and impact, I don't think I have the impact that I'm wanting. Loco NCO, thank you very much for the follow. Is your target? Yeah, I think it's nice to have worked here, but I don't know if I want to work here for, like, to be a lifer. I don't want to be a Googler with 20 years at the company, man. I think that's not the path I'm looking to go down. Graybeard Googler, Zombie Chow, what's happening? How you doing, man? Yeah, I think I might be getting a little bit ready to move on to the next chapter of my life, man, after Google. Because I think Google is very unique company. Maybe not super unique these days because it's kind of becoming a regular company. But I still think it is very unique, and there's a lot of internal tooling that you get used to. And I feel like I'm on this tech island. Everybody talks about being on the Google tech island. The longer you stay, the harder it is for you to leave, because everything is proprietary internal software. So all the tools that I'm gaining expertise in, these tools don't exist outside of Google, man. So it's like the skills aren't necessarily transferable one-to-one, right? I mean, the general practices are still transferable, like their knowledge in like scalable software and whatnot, that's probably transferable. But the actual tools and things that I know, it's not, because everyone else uses like open source stuff probably. Do they still ask googly questions when you start, like how many jelly beans can you fit in a jar? No, man. If they had asked me those questions, oh, in a jet. Nah, if they, I hate those questions, and they ask LeetCode questions mainly. So there's like 4 rounds of LeetCode interviews for L3, L4. That's like junior and mid levels. There's 4 rounds of algorithms, and then there's 1 behavioral round. Don't you think about opening your own company? Franco Demise, that is the ultimate dream. I would love to be a small business owner or some, like, start my own company. I don't really think I'd want to do something too crazy. Like, I'm not chasing the next unicorn, you know? I'm not trying to make a crazy company like OpenAI, man. I don't think that's me. But I'd like to make a small company that can pay my bills, but it's like something that I built myself with my bare hands. That's kind of like what I'd like out of life. And it doesn't even have to be software, man. It could be anything. But I think maybe I should try something with software initially. A bakery? Yeah, I would actually really like to open up a restaurant one day. Maybe serving some type of chicken, man, because chicken is good. But maybe that's later on in life. I think if I were to do a company now, it would be an IT company or some type of software product, you know. Chicken rocks, yeah, man. Raising Cane's too. That's what I'm saying, man. I think only people in America know what's up with Raising Cane's. I don't think they've hit the world internationally yet, man. So maybe you could take the same idea, Raising Cane's, like good chicken tenders, and it's cheap to open up something like that. I don't know. Anyways, I'm not doing that though. I'm not doing it. Not yet. Maybe in like 10 years or something. Anyways, should we do this virtual contest instead of talking about Raising Cane's? Don't even know what that is. It's chicken fingers, man. That's all it is. Just French fries, chicken fingers, Raising Cane sauce, which is probably just like ketchup and mayo or something, and then Texas toast. I really enjoy Raising Cane's. I think this guy became like a crazy billionaire real quick from just chicken fingers. That's nuts. Anyways, all right, let's do the virtual contest. We call it KFC here? Nah, KFC is old news, man. KFC ain't bumping like that anymore. All right, here we go. About to begin. Find the most common response. You're given a 2D string array of responses where each response I is an array of strings representing survey responses from the ith day. Return the most common response across all days after removing duplicate responses within each response. If there is a tie, return the lexicographically smallest response. Dang. Oh man. I don't know how to do this. So they want me to iterate over everything. And then they're saying maybe I gotta make a set. What am I saying? How many per day? Across all days after removing duplicate responses. So good, okay, good, okay. So 1, 2, 3. All right. So here I'll count the responses. And I create a set. This is to dedupe. And then now I can iterate over those strings in that set. And I'll say add that. So now what, man? So now let me iterate over all my responses and the counts in my map. And I'm gonna say if the count is equal to the best, then can I use min? We'll see. Man. And then if the count is greater than the best, then I'll just set that answer to that. Let me see if that works. No. Didn't even finish that thing. Uh-oh. Responses IJ. No more Midnight Simon. Chef Simon incoming? Yeah, maybe. You never know, man. Alright, we got a good bad. Should I just send that? Sure. Oh, Jesus. Oh, accepted. I was worried. Anytime it takes long, I get worried. Alright, what's the next problem? Unit conversion. There are n types of units indexed from 0 to n-1. You are given a 2D integer array conversions of length n-1 where conversions I equals source unit, target unit, conversion factor. This indicates that a single unit of type source unit is equivalent to conversion factor units of type target unit. Return an array base unit conversion of length n where base unit conversion I is the number of units of type I. Wait, equivalent to a single unit of type 0. Since the answer may be large, return each base unit conversion I mod big prime. What are they talking about, man? Source unit 0, target unit 1, conversion factor 2. Okay. So return an array base unit conversions of length n, where base unit conversions I is the number of units of type I, equivalent type 0. So the first answer will always be 1 in the array because that's type 0. 0 to 0 is 1. Okay, I think I can do this. Man, is this like a DFS function or something? Because we gotta convert everything to 0. So, and every time we gotta like multiply. No, since we're going from something to 0, then yeah, like we gotta go 2 to 1 and we divide it by, wait, type. All right, this is saying type 0, type 1. Type 0 is 2 type 1s, right? And type 1 is 3 type 2s. So in a single type 2, no, it's the other way around. A single type 2 is 3 type 1s. What? A single type 0, okay. The type 0 is 2 type 1s and a type 1 is 3 type 2s. So a single type 0. Yes, I see. So we just multiply that number in a DFS. Okay, I can do this, man. First, I guess we need to make an adjacency list with weights, right? So let me try and do that real quick. How do you do that, man? I guess we need vector. Is that how it works? And then let's iterate over our conversions, and we're gonna say, I gotta type this out because it makes it a lot easier for me. Then we want to go, how does this adjacency list work, man? So we want to put like 1 goes to 0, maybe. So maybe I should like flip them in my case. Wait, no. We start, I don't know, man. I'm tripping right now. Man, you see that double R? Let me try this. Dang. Man, 10 to the 5th. To the 5th. Alright, let me look at example 2 real quick. So 2 type 1s equal 1 type 0, right? And then here type 2 is 3. Okay. It is guaranteed that unit 0 can be converted into any other unit through a unique combination of conversions without using any conversions in the opposite direction. All right, so Alright, I'm pretty sure this is just some DFS thing, man, but man, I gotta use the bathroom, I'm not gonna lie, but I'm gonna try and finish this problem and then go use the bathroom. What are we trying to do here? We have our adjacency list. I guess I just want to go from 0 to whatever else, and then I'll have my answer. So that means should I use long hair? Just in case, or should I just have int? And then I guess I'll call it like DFS and start from 0, and our current would be just 1. So that means I mark that as whatever our current thing is, and then now I'm going to iterate through all my children. So that means child weight in adjacency list, and what are we doing here? DFS can I just multiply like that? Or is that gonna trip? Should I just have this long just to be safe? And then what? DFS child, and then new cur. Is that it? I don't know if there's like cycles or something, man. Let's see if I get everything to work. No. One element. Vector, pair. Oh wait, adjacency list X. Alright. Compile error. Dang. Come on, man. Hold on. I gotta go. I gotta go use the bathroom, man. Be right back. Alright, man. Oh, Dome to defense. What's happening? Grom Cakes. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, no Colin Chris sniping y'all, man. Y'all ain't ready. Anyways, back to this problem. I lost like 5 minutes, but it's all good. What the hell am I doing wrong, man? Line 20? How is that possible? Is it because I'm tripping? Like, do you enjoy that chair? I think it's alright. I don't think I'd buy it again. It's a Hayworth Fern, the Halo edition or something. Hayworth? Yeah, I guess this one. I have a few fancy chairs. My favorite chair of all time for sure is the Herman Miller Aeron. This is my chair in my other setup, my other PC. I also have a Herman Miller Embody. I don't know if I like that one as much as my Aeron, but I think this is the greatest chair of all time. I got 2 of these chairs, man. Maybe I should bring one in here, but I don't know. And then I bought this one to try something different than the Aeron, just to see what else is out there. Alright, let me see what's going on here, man. There's an Aeron remastered. Yeah, I mean that the remastered is like old now. To get an Herman Miller Aeron Classic, that's like, I don't know when the Classic goes up until like 2008. So the remastered has been out for like over a decade, you know. Where am I going wrong, man? Like, how is this tripping, you know? 0. Oh, I see, because there are n types of units from 0 to n minus 1. N minus 1. So that means I gotta do n plus 1 here. Right? I think. I don't even know. Alright, there we go. Dang, 1, 2, 3, 8, something, 24. Alright, should I send this? 6. I'm gonna send it. I hope I don't overflow anywhere, man, because that would be terrible. Oh, easy work, man. I lost 5 minutes for no reason. Alright, what's next? Count cells in overlapping horizontal and vertical substrings. Oh, lordy. Absiorwi, thank you very much for the hydrate. Cheers. I'm from Newer. Where's that? I don't even know. Where is that, man? Is that a place? Place I never heard of. But welcome. Alright, let me read this problem. So you're given an m by n grid consisting of characters and a string pattern. A horizontal substring is a contiguous sequence of characters read from left to right. If the end of a row is reached before the substring is complete, It wraps to the first column of the next row and continues as needed. You do not wrap from bottom row back to the top. A vertical substring is a contiguous sequence of characters read from top to bottom. If a bottom of a column is reached before the substring is completed, it wraps to the first row of the next column and continues as needed. You do not wrap from the last column back to the first. Count the number of cells in the matrix that satisfies the following condition. The cell must be a part of at least one horizontal substring and at least one vertical substring where both substrings are equal to the given pattern. Oh lordy, this one sounds tough. So A, B, A, C, A. A, B, A, C, A, and A, B, A, C, A. So the answer is C. Alright. I think I can do this, maybe? So I gotta iterate through horizontally. Oh man, how do I know if the substring is there though? Like a sliding window or something? I don't know, man. How would I know A, B, A? Should I convert this to a one long ass string and then maybe slide a window of this size over everything? Oh yeah, should I just slide a fixed window? Let me think. Not sure. I'm thinking of sliding a fixed window. And then once we have a matching substring, we should mark everything as like horizontal or whatever. This problem is a little bit tough, I'd say. Should I peek at Q4? Maximum profit from valid topological order in DAG. You think I have a chance at this one? Or maybe I should just stick with Q3. I don't know. Let me see what my ranking is in this virtual. Dang, not great. But I also have like +5 finish time. Q3 you can do. Yeah, I think maybe I could do it. It seems... Alright, I'll try it. It's kind of a knowledge check. Oh man, I don't know. Do I have that knowledge though? Are you sure I got that knowledge, man? Knowledge that I have given? Wait, what do you mean, man? What knowledge have you given? Digit DP? Digit DP. What else? You roll it? Nah, I don't know that, man. I don't know. Like, I would have... I guess if I knew... What's that? Rolling hash? I don't know any hashing like that. String hashing? How do you roll it, man? You don't need to. You can copy paste though. Sorry. All right. Can you do it without that type of stuff? Because I don't have that knowledge. I was going to slide a fixed window across and then mark all the patterns, but I'm not sure if that will TLE in certain test cases. So if I see a match to the pattern, I'll just mark all those cells. ABA. 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 Dang. Alright, let me try and do it with my sliding window thing without rolling hash or whatever. Might be wasting time doing it like this, but at least maybe it's good practice implementation. Oh, I'm feeling a bit lazy, not gonna lie though. Got an hour and a half until the contest. How the hell am I gonna do a sliding window here? I did my greatest contribution to competitive programming today. What do you mean, don't defense? What have you done? I was the unofficial photographer for the MIT contest. Wow. That sounds pretty cool, man. Taurus was there? Dang. Do you have those pictures? Or when are those pictures gonna go live, man? Abbas Ali, what's happening? How you doing? Dang. MIT contest. Today. What is it? Is it this? Is it this? Taurus lost in the last 5 minutes. Dang. Taurus is, I guess. Oh snap. I guess it's like pictures like this. Alright, I'm gonna look out for those pictures, man. More close-ups, like headshots and stuff. When are those pictures gonna come out? Alright. Yeah, let us know, man. Let us know. Barreled out. What's happening, man? Some are bad. At least, did you have fun? What kind of camera and stuff? And what lens? What's your opinion on AI game development? Jack Fish, what's happening? I don't have an opinion on AI game development. I don't know anything about game development or AI. A7CR. Big ballin', man. Big ballin'. Dang, 70 to 200. Super zoom in, man. F2.8 maybe? I got an A7C, but not the R. Right there. I don't even use it right now. Yeah, I guess that's good experience, huh? Yeah, I'll look out for those pictures. Had you silent shutter that caused some pics to be what? Why? Why did silent shutter mess everything up? Because of banding? I don't even know what that is, man. Abbas Ali, what's happening? What advice you would give to new programmer to consistent and achieve goals? I'd say, I don't know, man. These days, there's a lot going on to learn programming. I don't know what type of advice I'd give a new programmer in today's world, but I'd say if you want to know how to program, you better be comfortable learning new things all the time. I'd say you have to take your studies seriously. Like, you should probably time block your studies. Maybe don't go too long without working on some projects or learning. Don't take, like 2 months where you don't do anything. That's not great. And just keep on keeping on, man. I don't know. I think if you just don't give up, you'll make great progress. But I don't know what type of advice to give, really. Times are interesting. Wait, I don't know. LED lights cause banding. Oh, I think I see what you're saying. Maybe your shutter speeds were too crazy high or something. Or I don't even know, man. I see you're consistent, so that's the problem. To be consistent, yeah. To be consistent, I struggled with that for a long time. I think what's helped me recently is I just kind of visualize myself, like why I'm studying, and I treat my studies seriously. And it's easier said than done, but I imagine if I had a job and I had a meeting with my manager at some time every day, I'm gonna show up to that meeting and I'm going to be present on time, and I'm gonna be like focused during the whole meeting until it ends, however long it is, an hour, whatever. I'm going to be focused for that time, and I don't even think about skipping it, man. So I treat my studies the same way. If I scheduled my studies to be from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. or something like that, I'm going to show up because I take it seriously, as serious as I'd treat it as a meeting with my manager, even though there's nobody else besides me showing up to my studies. Because, I figure like, I thought like, why, even when I was working in like restaurant jobs, I'm not even talking about software engineering manager stuff, even just like showing up to like a minimum wage job, man, I would always show up to that job, even if it's paying like $7 an hour. But when it comes to my own studies, I wasn't showing up. I'm like, what's going on here, man? How come I'm showing up to this minimum wage job, but when I want to show up to my studies that will get me hundreds of thousands of dollars, I'm like slacking and I'm not showing up? And I really thought about that, and I kind of just, I don't know, tapped into something inside me that made me start showing up when I say I'm going to show up to do things for myself. Had to use silent mode to not disturb participants, but you need to go in settings and match it exactly with the LED to remove the banding. Yeah, I haven't encountered that problem before. Why am I studying? Bobby Blue asks. Why am I studying right now? I don't really know, Bobby Blue. I think initially it was easy to answer this question because I wanted to get into big tech, and that's why I started studying. But after I got in, I still continued to study. And I think it was also easy to answer that back then. It was because I wanted to stay sharp. I didn't want to lose my leak coding abilities in case I had to go find another job. But it's been 3-4 years almost, and I haven't been looking for any jobs, and I don't think I will be looking for any jobs. And why do I keep doing these things? I think it's kind of just become a little bit fun hanging out, doing problems, these small problems with everyone here. I think it's a very big part of my life that I don't want to lose, because I think if I stop doing this, the whole community is kind of gonna fizzle out that I've built, and I'd rather not have that happen. So I keep doing it just to maintain this community in some ways. Sometimes I take breaks, you know, but I always kind of come back because I don't want this community to just die off, man. I think it's impacted so many people's lives. Not that many people, because there's only so many of us here. But I think it's impacted our lives in such a big way that it would be a shame if there wasn't a place on the internet for us anymore, man, you know? And I remember when I was studying, there wasn't really a place like this. Maybe Larry NY's stream, but Larry doesn't stream that much anymore or anything. And I always wanted to find people to study with and do problems with when I was back in my days. And it was always difficult, man. Everyone's always looking for a study partner. So I think this community offers a little collaboration with LeetCode studying, and I'm just kind of like giving back in some way. And I don't know. If I don't do this, then I think I'll be bored also. I don't know what I'd do with my free time. Play video games, twiddle my thumbs, waste time. Whatever I do, it's not going to be as productive as just streaming for 10 hours a week. It's just like a hobby for me now that I'd like to continue. Maybe not LeetCode, but just doing things on stream, I think, has been life-changing for me. We've successfully persuaded Simon to not retire. No, I didn't ever think I was going to retire. How long ago was it that you came to that realization? K. Martinez. About 4 or 5 years ago, I started to think like that. I actually told my therapist the same thing yesterday about my frustration with the same thing. But I really appreciate your perspective about it. We'll try and adopt that mindset and carry it forward. Yeah, like, I've always had minimum wage jobs growing up, man, and I've never been late to one of those jobs or anything like that. I always show up when I'm scheduled. And one day I really just sat down and thought, how was I able to do that, man? I'm able to show up at all those shit jobs for so many months or years or whatever. And then when I need to study something that could really change my life, I'm like, skipping practice? That's crazy, man. This is the practice that's gonna take me out of the ghetto, you know? And it's just crazy to not take it seriously. That's how I became consistent. I wouldn't have become Q2 gang without your stream. Oh, still, what's happened? That's Q2 gang. That's the same gang I'm in now. I wish I could join. They kicked me out the Q3 gang. That's so much more recently than I would have imagined. Definitely gives me hope. Yeah, I was in my 30s when I came to that realization, man. Don't defense wants to do type racer. After watching your stream, I also became Q2 gang. Dang. No way. Don't defense is a grandmaster on Code Forces. Don't let him fool you, man. He ain't serious. What's Q2 gang? Q2 gang means that you can only solve 2 problems on the contest. Oh, Pat's Hello World is in the house. What's happened, Pat? Are you back from your lunch or dinner? Or whatever it was. Alright, type racer. Man, how's this guest already in here? That's crazy. I didn't even post the link yet. I'm stuck? Dang, stuck where? Stuck at dinner? Man, I hope you're not watching Twitch at the dinner table, man, with your family. Turn that shit off. Go talk to your cousins. I used to do that. Do what? What are you doing? Don't defense. Icy Black Deep bots? Maybe. Oh, real Raymond Jones. What's happening? All right, first race is the warm-up. Second race is the championship round. Do watch Twitch at a dinner table? No, the dinner table is for talking with whoever is eating dinner with you, man. That's what the dinner table is for. To just eat and talk with people who mean something to you. Man, save it here. 134. Jesus Christ. Real Raymond Jones 116. No Condom Chris 124. Stilled 107. Fast speeds, man. Dang, eating right now. Bet Simp, are you eating with someone else? Do you eat alone mostly? I guess it's okay to watch something if you're eating alone, man. But if you're there with your family, like Pat's Hello World, come on, man. Alright, that was just the warm-up. I'm still shook. Clistar is your partner and she's a regular Type Racer commenter viewer. Yeah, man. She's here almost every stream. Sometimes she's like taking a nap or something. Eating with Don't Defense in spirit because we are both watching you. Yeah, I guess that's true. Alright, here we go. This is the championship round. Let's see. Who's gonna... We have potential for a new champion up here, maybe? You never know, man. Here we go, here we go. Man, what is type? Dang, Six Pack Sexy, aka No Condom Chris 109. Don't Defense 99, Stilled 102. Dang, not many triple digits there. Q81. Everybody fumbled that one, man. I think there's a lot of weird quotations and stuff. Dang, Six Pack Sexy 109. Let's put that up there. Man, No Condom Chris is he's taking this Type Racer rivalry real serious, man. I like it. I wouldn't expect anything less, man. Somebody, I think we're all a little bit competitive here, man. And it's fun seeing everyone trying so hard to win Type Racer. Look at that, a three-peat. No Condom Chris. Back to back to back. Oh yeah, I'm looking forward to Don't Defense's Seg Tree Crash Course tomorrow. It's not tomorrow, man. Don't Defense is gonna be teaching us segment trees on Monday, the 5th of May. I said hit print screen, dang. Alright. I was half awake doing that Type Racer? What do you mean half awake, man? Does Control Shift Left Arrow work in Type Racer? Maybe. I've never tried it. Fast control backspace works. Alright. What was I trying to do? I was trying to do this problem, but I'm not sure if I can do it, man. But I'll try for a little bit longer. Okay, what am I doing? Q3 requires special technique? I don't know. Maybe. That's what No Column Chris was saying. A technique that I don't know. So maybe I can't solve it actually. What are your interests and hobbies other than tech? I like photography. I like playing video games. What do I like? I like traveling, I guess. I don't really travel that much anymore. Cycling? Nah. I don't like cycling. Maybe. If I don't know. You know, I can't actually ride a bicycle. So maybe if I knew how to ride a bicycle, it wouldn't be too bad. I don't actually have any hobbies, man. Streaming is my hobby. Reason Simon didn't get Guardian yet is because he doesn't use templates. No, man. I think if I can't get to Guardian without using templates, I don't deserve to be a Guardian, man. I want to. It's like I think of templates as juicing a little bit. You know, you're like taking steroids. Which, you know, if you want to be a professional bodybuilder and be top of the world, yeah, you got to take some steroids. You got to use some templates. But I'm like a natural, all natural bodybuilder, man. I want to go out there with no templates, and I want to be able to get that Guardian badge with no templates. And once I can do that, maybe I'll start using templates just to see how far I could get. But that's just my personal opinion on that whole thing. And I know that I will be competing against other people using templates, you know. Wait, but alright, I'll say this. I'll make a few exceptions. I won't be implementing a segment tree from scratch. So I guess I am willing to use some templates, man. But I'm not going to copy and paste like a 500 line template thing every problem and stuff like that. I rather try and like implement everything accurately as well. But maybe segment tree, I'll use a template. I don't know. Maybe that kind of just invalidates my whole thing about not using templates if I'm willing to use a segment tree template. Anyways, pretty sure a rolling hash Z function needs templates. I don't know if you need it, man. Well, I don't know how rolling hash is or Z function, so maybe. Like I don't know if people use templates for Dijkstra's, but I'd like to just implement that all natural. How long have you been working at Google? 3.5 years. If you're going to use a template, you may as well use ChatGPT. I don't know about that either, man. I think there is levels to it. Wait, so you guys are saying that you need rolling hash to solve this? I don't even want to try a sliding window thing of a fixed size if it's not gonna work. Will it work? I don't know. Should I just look at the solutions? The ultraroids, yeah. I don't know if in body, like clearly everyone is juicing in bodybuilding, right? But are there like some steroids that they don't allow and some steroids that they do allow? You know, like how does that work, man? Or is just they allow everybody to just juice as much as they want. Dang, Robin Carp. Wait, you have the right idea? Oh, sliding window. Yeah, yeah. So I just want to make sure that my idea is possible. So I don't... Line sweep? What the hell? KMP line sweep? Wait, you just roll. The roll just lets you check if two strings are equal in O1. Right. But maybe... Dang, so if I don't have that, then it's gonna be n squared, right? So... How does a rolling hash work? Can I just... Does it like assign a prime number to every character and then you do... I don't know how hashing works, but I imagine there's something to do with prime numbers and then you just multiply them out or something. Should I actually try and learn it right now? Well, we only got an hour. I don't know. You can look it up. KMP, which one would you recommend? Like rolling hash, KMP, are those the same thing? I don't even know. Z algorithm versus KMP. Should I ask ChatGPT? What? Let's see. What is the difference between Z hash or Z algorithm, KMP, and rolling hash? I do the roll because the roll can solve KMP. Rolling hash is easier than KMP or Z function, I think. Kind of crazy that Q3 needs this. Bobby Blue, that's how it's been the last few months, man. Q3s have just been wild. Q3s are asking things that used to only be on Q4s, you know? Alright, Z algorithm. Find occurrences of a pattern with a string using Z array. I don't know what that is. Which stores the length of the longest substring starting at each position that is also a prefix. I don't know what that means. KMP. Search for a pattern in text by avoiding unnecessary comparison using a prefix table. Rolling hash. Okay, rolling hash is what? Robin Carp. Uses hashing. This is hashing with prime numbers, pretty much. Alright, I'm gonna take No Condom Chris's advice. Rolling hash templates. Which one is good? I've done this on contest before, man. I've like looked up some rolling hashes. Usako. Rare, it says. Just implement it yourself? I don't even know how it works. So what's this? Big ass prime numbers? Can you go to Chi-Chi's GitHub? I don't know what his GitHub is off the top of my head, at least. Alright, should we check out his Chi-Chi impact? Templates. Oh, I got a template here. That's my segment tree. Dang, it's in Python though, man. I don't know Python like that. Oh, Chi-Chi Impact is here. What's happening, man? I don't remember if I have a rolling hash C++. Oh yeah, no worries, no worries. Oh, this one? Compute hash. Steven Sagiball, what's happening, man? Are you working yet? Aren't you supposed to start at Meta real soon? I'm in Seattle. First day Monday. Very exciting. What's it like? Have you gone outside and explored a little bit? Have you just been chilling inside? What am I looking at, man? Should I read all this? Should I read from the beginning? That's a lot to read on stream, at least. Alright, hashing algorithms are helpful in solving a lot of problems. We want to solve the problem of comparing strings efficiently. The brute force way of doing so is just to compare the letters of both strings, which has a time complexity of O minimum n1 n2. If n1 and n2 are the same, are the sizes of the two strings. We want to do better. The idea behind the string hashing is the following. We map each string into an integer and compare those instead of the strings. Doing this allows us to reduce the execution time of string comparison to O1. Very nice. For the conversion, we need a so-called hash function. The goal of it is to convert a string into an integer, the so-called hash of the string. The following condition has to hold. If two strings s and t are equal, s equal t, then their hashes also have to be equal, hash s equal hash t. Otherwise, we will not be able to compare the strings. Notice the opposite direction doesn't have to hold. If the hashes are equal, then the strings do not necessarily have to be equal. A valid hash function would simply hash s equals 0 for each s. What? Now this is just a stupid example because this function will be completely useless, but it is a valid hash function. The reason why the opposite direction doesn't have to hold is because there are exponentially many strings. If we only want this hash function to distinguish between all strings consisting of lowercase characters of length smaller than 15, then already the hash wouldn't fit into a 64-bit integer anymore. Wait, it wouldn't fit into a 64-bit integer anymore because there are so many of them. And of course, we don't want to compare arbitrary long integers because this will also have the complexity on. So usually we want the hash function to map strings onto numbers of a fixed range 0 to m. Then comparing strings is just a comparison of two integers with a fixed length. And of course we want hash s not equal hash t to be very likely if s not equal to t. That's the important part that you have to keep in mind. Using hashing will not be 100% deterministically correct because two complete different strings might have the same hash. The hashes collide. However, in a wide majority of tasks, this can be safely ignored as the probability of the hashes of two different strings colliding is still very small. And we will discuss some techniques in this article, how to keep the probability of collisions very low. Alright, that all made sense. So calculation of the hash string. The good and widely used way to define the hash of a string S of length n is some crazy formula. So each character times some prime number, I suppose, or whatever p is, I don't know. So p mod m. Dang, so this would need like mod pow for me. I need mod pow and hashing to do this. Maybe. So I guess this formula makes sense for me. So we choose p and m. It is called polynomial rolling hash function. You would need base mod. What? What do you mean? It is reasonable to make p. Wait. This is the formula where p and m are some chosen positive numbers. Yes. It is reasonable to make p a prime number roughly equal to the number of characters in the input alphabet. For example, if the input is composed of only lowercase English letters, p equal 31 is a good choice. If the input may contain both uppercase and lowercase letters, then p equal 53 is a possible choice. The code in this article will use p equal 31. Obviously, m should be a large number, since the probability of two random strings colliding is about 1 over m. Sometimes m equal 2 to the 64 is chosen, since then the integer overflows of 64-bit integers work exactly like the modulo operation. However, there exists a method which generates colliding strings which work independently from the choice of p. So in practice, m equal 2 to the 64 is not recommended. A good choice for m is some large prime number. The code in this article will just use 10 to the 9th plus 9. This is a large number but still small enough so that we can perform multiplication of two values using 64-bit integers. Here's an example of calculating the hash of a string s which contains only lowercase letters. We convert each character of s to an integer. Here we use a conversion. Converting a to 0 is not a good idea, because then hashes of the strings a all evaluate to 0. Alright, compute hash. So for every character you take the numbered character plus 1, this is like mapping it 1 2 3 z26 times p pow. I guess this is, I don't know what p pow is, man. Hash values start with 0 and then you just add interesting. I know what pow is, yeah. Position power, the powers of p. Powers of p. So p pow times p. Oh, I see what y'all are saying, I think. Let me think. You seen that for loop? P power is always multiplied by p. Yes. Yes. Okay. So this is, I guess we don't really need mod pow in that case then, right? Since we're doing it like right here anyways. Okay. So how can I use this? I guess for sure I could just use this for this problem to, we can hash the pattern. And then what, man? And then I guess, like, how would I hash a window? Can I use a hash like this with a sliding window where when I add a new character, I multiply the hash by something, but then when I drop the leftmost character, can I adjust my hash based on that? I think if I can figure out that, maybe I can see a way to use these hashing things with a sliding window. P is the base, M is the mod, but you shouldn't hardcode the base, and sometimes LeetCode creates test case for common base, which leads to collision. Yes, I see. Should I copy this function in here, man? So I'm thinking, I need to, this is okay if we have the whole string, but since we're like adding one character at a time, maybe I need to like deconstruct this function into something in here where I can just like add one piece at a time. But I'm not sure how to do this. Maybe I can move these out here for now, at least. So I don't know what to do because I still, yeah, like I see how this hashing function works, but I still don't know how to apply it to this problem. Do I just like hash every window of size, pattern size? So I'll like hash AACCB, and then this one, and then that one. But I feel like maybe it could be a bit more optimal if I'm able to just drop one character from the hash and add a new one. But it feels, I don't know if that will work, you know? So that I can get it in like ON time instead of something else. I don't know, man. Trying to just look at some solutions and then see what's up. Robin Carp. That's what I'm looking at, right? Alright, let me just peek. Dang, what the hell? This is a lot of typing, man. What the hell is this? No, I don't understand this. It's too insane for me. Rolling hash and line sweep? What the hell? prefix thing, man. Interesting. They're using like a prefix sum. Because we're adding. Oh, snap. I think. Wait, where's that article? I don't even know where it's at anymore. Did I close it? Oh, it's right here. Yes, because we're adding everything, we can use prefix sums to get. Oh, snap. Oh man, this problem is a little bit too hard for me though. Because it's not like a straight up standard implementation of like rolling hash, you know? It's using rolling hash with some other techniques. Maybe I'm not ready for it, man. Oh. What are you saying? Is it time to give up on this? Maybe solve it another time. Which might be never. So I guess you do like, we have to like convert this to like a 1D array. Do we? Anyways, I'm over it, man. It's too hard for me. Line sweep. Let me see what they're talking about. Line sweep here. Man, I can't read these. Can't read. These are way too hard for me right now. Let me think. What else should I do? I guess out of came like 3,000 on this. Not great. Maybe a little bit better because I did go to use the bathroom there. So let me see. If I was like 5 minutes faster, that would be around 17 minutes finish time for 8 points. Let's see how far down the list that would be. Well, not that far, I guess. We're looking for like 17 minutes. 2,500. I guess that's acceptable. Binary searching the URL, yeah, that's what I'm doing. Around 25. If I had that performance with my rating right now, I suppose I'd gain elos. But if I had that performance with my all-time high rating, I would have lost elo for sure. Alright, we got like 45 minutes before the contest, man. Should I just chill? Should I do some easy problems? Should we do some one-shots? You guys want to bet some money? Alright, let's make some bets. I'm going to try and one-shot. Here's a bet. Will I one-shot a 1500 to 1700 zero track in 9 minutes? Do you do today's daily? Yeah, I already did it. I'm pretty sure. This Q3? What you talking about? Dang, $5,000. Rich. I've not one-shotted anything in a long time. Excuse me. Dang. Alright, easy money for now. I think it's likely that I don't one-shot 1500 to 1550 to 1700 zero track rated problem. Nothing personal, just business. Dang, everybody's jumping on that no. Man, I hope when I roll the dice it's a 1550 and it's gonna be easy one shot. Your future wife believes in you. Yeah, she always votes in my favor, man, in case you haven't noticed. And that's only because I told her she can't be spending channel points on anything, man. She can't go redeem a keyboard, man, because I'm not about to go give her a keyboard. She already got some. She already got like a couple keyboards, man. Yeah, she has the same Bubble 75. She has the same keyboard I got. Better be 1700? Nah, I hope not. Oh, down to defense with the belief. Man, she's got so many keyboards. She doesn't need any more. We don't need any more, man. Alright, here we go. Random number between 1550, 1700. Let's go. Just two? Oh, 1595. Yeah, right. Just two. You got at least three. Alright. Wait, 9 minutes. Let me put a timer up. Alright. You ready? Let's do this. Alright, I'm gonna put emotes chat only so that people can't tell me where I'm going wrong or anything like that. Man, she has enough keyboards, don't you worry. Alright, here we go. Timer begins now. Find the k power of k size subarrays part 2. You're given an array of integers nums of length n and a positive integer k. The power of an array is defined as its maximum elements if all of its elements are consecutive and sorted in ascending order. -1 otherwise. You need to find the power of all subarrays of num size k. What are they asking, man? Return an integer array size results. Jesus Christ. Okay. 10 to the 5th. Okay. So, man, I can't be doing this. I don't even know how come it's rated so low here. Maximum element. What the hell does this mean? Okay. I think this is a sliding window. And maybe I'll slide it with a map. And then I need to check the length of the map with the length of the window to make sure. No. It needs to be consecutive. What is... Man. 30% acceptance rate? Come on, man. I'm not gonna be able to do this. Is this some type of... Do I need the sum? No. How do I know that everything is consecutive, man? 1, 2, 3. Boom. That's good. 2, 3, 4. Good. And then This one, no, not good. Not good. Jesus Christ, I don't know what to do here. How do I know things are consecutive, man? Maybe. Jeez. Alright, so if I'm going 1, 2, 3, then I add 4, true, and I drop the 1, and I add 3, so it's false, because 3 is not consecutive to 4. And then this is false. I cannot one-shot this. It's not happening. Alright, this is false. Then I add 1, 2 to 3. This is now true. And drop the 3. Oh, Jesus, man. 5 minutes left. It's not happening for sure. How do we know things are consecutive? Okay. I just gotta try something, I guess. I don't even know what I'm doing here. Man, I give up. I'm gonna do so bad on this contest tonight, man, I swear. How is this rated? Oh man, is this because it's a recent problem? And everyone cheats? Because, Jesus. Problem is tough. 3. Oh, is this like a monotonic cue or something? I don't even know what I'd have like. Jesus, man. 2 minutes, even if it's monotonic cue or whatever. Stack. Cue, stack. Stack. Deck. Do I use a deck here? So, and it's monotonic. No. I don't know what to do, man. I give up. I give up. I'm gonna say can't do it. Can't do it. One shot. No way, not in 2 minutes left. I've already ran out of time. I already disabled the emote only chat. This is a crazy problem for a 1600 rated, you know? Insane, man. Or maybe I'm just terrible at LeetCode these days. I think acceptance rates would be greater than 30% if there were cheaters. Well, I think this was in the contest. Do you miss it? Yeah, I don't think I've done this on the contest. Well, maybe in the contest. So the way the rating on Zero Track is calculated, it's like people, 50% of people above this rating solve the problem. Or 50% of the people who solved the problem had above this rating. That's what the rating means. But maybe this was, yeah, I don't know. So I'm thinking, I don't even know what I'm thinking for this problem. I think it's some type of monotonic thing. So easy money, yeah, it's easy money for everybody who voted. No, I couldn't do it. Easy money, man. Dang, everybody taking Don't Defense and Clistar's money and stilled and yeted. Alright, let me try and think of this problem though. So put the number while there's something in our deck. Wait. How do I use this thing, man? I'm trying to see top, front, back. I don't know what the first, maybe the back is the rightmost element. Push back. Okay. Oh, Jesus Christ. Then we don't need this. So if nah, I don't know how to do this. Should I just look at the solution? Damn, we only got 32 minutes until the contest. DP, let me see what. Dang, he changed his name. Votru back. Oh, his display name is just Vlad. Man, he's been, I don't know. It's pretty consistent. Alright, let's see what he's saying. Cons? What the hell is cons? Consecutive. Oh, snap. Man, what a simple idea. Jesus. Just streaking, man. A common trick with this consecutive increasing thing is you just change your array to nums I minus I. What? Pet simp? Let me think. Nums I minus I. Oh. I see what you're saying, BetSimp. Interesting. But also this streak thing was a great idea too. It will become yeah, and then you just see, wow, that's also really interesting, BetSim. I mean, I see they all become the same number because the indices are consecutively increasing and then the numbers are, so then they should just evaluate to the same. Yes, yes. Let me try that, man. Let me see if I can use that and figure out something. That's a great idea also. So you're saying I should just iterate over all the nums and then I just make sure I got the same number in my map when I'm doing like a window thing, right? Should I use a multi-set? Or should I just use... I gotta get my other keyboard before the contest starts. Look at that, man. It's like double pressing the R key. I think maybe it's just because I need to clean it, man. Probably dust in there or whatever. So here, I'll do that. So if the window size is like that, so if R minus L is K, then that's the window size, and I should be like so this is size n minus k plus 1. Wait, should I do that or should I just push back? Maybe I can just push back. Man, how do I know what character is in here? I guess that would just be the right. Nums R minus 1. Anyways, after this, I'm gonna chill for a minute. Get my other keyboard. I gotta fix this one, man. Oh lordy. Where did I mess up? Let's take right. Isn't nums are maybe. Oh yeah, because I did, yeah. You're right, Bobby Blue. I forgot I modified the values here. Look at that. BetSim's little trick works. Maybe it works. Oh, easy work, man. Thank you very much for sharing that knowledge, BetSim. I'm gonna try and remember that. That's the first time I've heard of that trick. Yeah, alright, be right back. Let me go grab my other keyboard, get ready for this contest. Alright. Slow, because this uses frequency map. Well, can you not use a frequency? Can you just use something else here? I guess if you did with the streak thing that Vultureback did. Because the numbers wouldn't probably fit in a vector of size 1,000,000, yeah. Anyways, man, I just got my new keyboard out. Or not new, my other keyboard. I'm using this one because I gotta repair this keyboard here. Dust or something in my R key. It's messing up. Put that to the side. Bring in the good old Satisfaction 75. It's supposed to be like a pirate ship or something on the back. I don't know. It's like underwater and there's like sunken treasure. Alright, here we go, man. Alright, contest in 20 minutes. Alright, let me put the bet up. The big bet of the week. Will my rating go up or down? And I guess you guys have 20 minutes to decide, up or down. I think I'm on a 9-week losing streak. So I must be close to the bottom, man. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 weeks in a row, or 9 contests in a row. You're gonna do great? I hope so, but we'll see. I don't even really care that much anymore about my rating, man. I used to care a lot more. About 9 weeks ago, I used to care a lot more. But it's possible I might get something like this, plus 76, man, you know? Plus 100, that would be sick. What shifted my mentality? Well, I guess who cares what my rating is? That's what, you know. I guess I care a little bit, but like I don't practice as much either. It's not like I'm training really hard and I'm seeing my rating plummet, man. It's more like I'm just doing the same old junk I used to do. I'm not really learning any new concepts. I'm just taking the contest, and I think the contest has gotten a lot harder, and because I was never a Q4 solver, I think I'm affected a lot more than maybe other people, since I rely so much on my speed. So, you know, and if I'm not training as much, then my speed is not going to be as good. Neither is my accuracy. So, you know, I think my rating is probably a reflection of just not being as sharp, since I don't spend as much time on LeetCode. And also lots of cheaters. And also contest difficulty. So it's just like, I don't know, I've embraced this new era. And I'm just gonna see where I settle at, like what rating I'm gonna start to, everything's gonna start to equalize at, you know. Hopefully it's not in like, hopefully it's not below 1900, man, but it's looking like it. It's looking like I'm about a 1750 these days. Alright, place your bets. Dang, everybody thinks too much of me. What about my plans to become Guardian? That's not gonna happen overnight for me, I think. I think I have to really practice Q4 problems, Franco Demise. I don't think there is a path for me to get Guardian unless I really learn string hashing, segment trees, and maybe even some other techniques like, I don't know, union find. I'm not very good at that. You know, all the topics that I kind of shy away from because I thought I never really needed them to hit Guardian in the old times. But in the era of AI, I think I do need to know those topics to get Guardian. My speed isn't as good anymore, and my accuracy is really bad. So we'll see what happens tonight. Guardian in my eyes in the year 2026. That's in only 7 months, man. I don't know if I will. Actually, in the era of AI, you can pull up pad and get a free backpack. Yeah, I don't want to do that though. I don't think it would be. If I got Guardian because I cheated, it wouldn't even be an accomplishment for me anymore, man. I wouldn't even feel like I did anything. So the backpacks are kind of ass. You don't want one? Man, that's disappointing. You're already more or less our guardian? Nah, I don't think so. I could never solve Q4s. I think once I can start Q4s, like solving Q4s most of the time, or at least half the time, I think then I'll be a real guardian, like a cemented guardian. I think right now, I'm like a fast knight. Or I used to be a fast knight. I'm not so fast anymore, man. Time will tell. There's a bunch of fake ones. ELO inflation. Yeah, maybe if I had stopped taking contests when I was at my all-time high at 2131, maybe I'd have gotten Guardian, you know. So going the full title is Guardian of Virginity anyways? Nah, man, come on. I'm sure everyone who's a Guardian is probably drowning in in whatever they're looking for. If you got Guardian by not doing anything, you wouldn't have wanted that either. You mean like if I just stopped and let my rating just lead me to Guardian? Maybe. I don't think I'm a true Guardian unless I can sustain Guardian levels, you know? Like if I have to just barely touch Guardian and then stop taking contests because I'm afraid I might lose it, then I don't think I'm a true Guardian, you know? And I want to be a true Guardian one day. It might take forever. I don't even know if it's gonna happen anymore with AI and whatnot. I'm like 1750 at the moment, so I think I would have been way higher before the AI stuff. Dang, 1750. Q, you've come a long way, man. Just gotta keep on keeping on, I suppose. Why is AI a problem? I thought they filter the cheaters anyway. How can they find all the cheaters though? I don't think it's possible for them to know who's cheating, you know, but for sure there's tons of cheaters, and the cheating has affected the contest difficulty in a major way, because now they try and really hit you with questions that they think the AI can't solve, you know. Anyone who does better than me is cheating. Yeah, I think so too, man. Anyone who does better than me with like a new account, I don't trust it. Let's look on previous ratings. Wait, is this site down? Is the predictor site down or what? Thompson 97, what's happening? Welcome. You will report the cheaters? I think lots of people report them and nothing really happens, man. Uh-oh. I think the predictor site is not working. Was not here for years. Yeah, dang, years? Predictor site is up? Yeah, my wait. Is it working, man? Do you use Brave browser? No, I just use Chrome. Alright, here we go. Dang, contest participation is dropping? Who knows? Man, look at that. Anytime you see green like this, it's like everybody in the top 10, like everybody's cheating, man. The whole front page is cheating. Like, no way, you know? Oh, I can't see my screen. My bad. Jesus. Sorry. See the boss? Yeah, look at this. Like, everybody on this front page is cheating for sure. Like, no way, man. I've never seen... Look at... I don't want to start any, like, country on country wars or nothing, man. But we all know what's up right here, you know? It's because of the... of how in India they use LeetCode rating to, like, filter people, man. But look at this guy not cheating, probably. This guy's probably legit. All these reds are probably legit. But I don't know. It's tough. It's kind of... I don't know, man. Every week is the same thing. The ones with bad scores not cheaters. Yeah, because that means historically they've always placed that high. Like, to get to this rating, 3400, that's no easy feat, man, you know? Yeah, 1500 plus anything is a mega red flag. Yeah, and it's not bad. It's just... like, this guy's probably normally comes in the top 5, and then he comes 15th and he loses a bunch of elo. But this, alright, this is how the new era looks. Let's look at an old ass contest from, I don't know, let's say a year ago. Dang, 8 minutes until the contest starts. We can't be joking around too much. Alright, even... yeah, just about a year ago. Let's see. This is what a front page looks like back then, if it loads up for us. Like, the numbers aren't nearly as crazy, you know? There's no like plus 700 ratings, everyone on the front page. These are all like reasonable. And they're all coming from really high rated accounts, like 3,000 plus. Everyone less than 100. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. Everyone is pretty much less than 100. And then in the new days, it's like everyone is plus 500 rating. Insane. It's like really nuts out there. Even on like page 2, page 3. Looks a lot different than what it looks like today. Anyways, prime LeetCode era, what, 2023? Maybe. Alright, man, let's get ready for this dang contest. Maybe they all have the Neuralink chip implants already? Something. Ugh. Alright. Gotta stretch. You think LeetCode should ban all Indians from using their website? I think that is a bit extreme, man. But maybe, I think they should have something where they filter by countries or something like that, you know? Or at least put India on their own leaderboard. Because I'd say people in India are more what's the word? Incentivized to cheat. Since their LeetCode rating actually means something in their country. In the USA, nobody cares about your LeetCode rating, man. Like, no recruiter is gonna ask you what's your LeetCode rating. But I've heard in India, that's what they do. Or even universities will do that. They have it as a resume requirement. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It'll show up again under the country South Pakistan. I don't know. But yeah, maybe if it was regional contest, maybe that could be a small fix for the cheating thing that's been going on. Anyways, we got 5 minutes to go, man. We can't be joking around. We gotta get ready. Alright, let me set this thing up. Man, you know what I've been doing lately? I've been playing Expedition 33. And it's pretty good. I don't even feel like playing the game. I just feel like watching all the cutscenes on YouTube, man, instead of playing it, because it's gonna take me a long time to figure out what the hell is going on in the story. And I don't know if I got that type of time, man. Wait, what are you talking about? Oh yeah, are we gonna jump into World War III soon? Hopefully not. I ain't ready for all that, man. Alright, contest starts in a little bit. 3 minutes. Oh. My friend streams that game for me. It's stunning. Yeah, I've been having a good time with that game. I don't think I'll do the contest even though I haven't been studying. Oh, I think I'll do the contest. That's the spirit, Q. Don't worry about your rating, man. Just do the contest. Try and learn. Try and, like, train your mind to just focus for those 90 minutes. I think that's important. Alright, Chi-Chi Impact, good luck. And I'll see you in the review. Everybody knows that Chi-Chi Impact goes over the contest when it's finished. And I usually raid, but you know, you can just follow Chi-Chi Impact and join the review. Alright, we got 2 minutes, man. Good luck, have fun. Consin Pro, thank you very much for tuning in. I won't be really reading chat while I'm taking the contest, so don't you worry. Can you do the contest with no DSA foundation but you know how to code? I think you can probably get like the first question, maybe the second question if it's on the easier side, but it's, yeah, it's gonna be really tough for you. But it might be a good wake-up call if you know, to like learn these things. Alright, here we go, man. 1 minute 10 seconds. Oh, let me see the bets. Dang. Bet simp. Big money that I'm going down. Probably gonna get rich. Alright, don't forget to register. You gotta register for the contest. I just did that. Oh man. My ranking is gonna go up? Who knows? I gotta focus. Any UFC fights tonight? Yeah, I kind of want to watch it tonight. Anyways, focus. Yeah, focus. 10 seconds to go. Or something. Here we go. Alright, Q1. Easy work. Oh, Jesus. This is hard. Q2 is not easy for me at all. Are you still quitting? No, I'm not. I'm not. No condom, Chris. I'm gonna keep on keeping on. I don't care. Oh man, well, this is tough. Oh shit. Jesus. Man, this is tough. I don't know. Not doing great. I'm Q1 gang right now, man. I have a bug for my Q2, but I'm super close. It's hard to debug. what to do here. I feel like I'm super close, man, to like just getting Q2. But dealing with crazy off by ones. I think there's a bug in Q2's description. I'm not gonna lie. I'm pretty sure there is. Man, I can't get Q2. Should I just give up? Everyone's gotten it by now, man. Except me. time. I did get Q2. It's crazy off by ones, man. Man, I think that's it for me. I'm just gonna, I can't even do Q3, Q4. It's not even worth it to try, probably. But I do think I'm gonna take another big L. My rank is crazy bad right now. Anyways, I'm out of here, man. Come back when it's done? No, man, this is it. It's over. I bombed this contest. I bombed the last 10 contests I've taken. About to hit new lows next week, I guess. Doing web dev? Nah, man. I'm just gonna sign off. I'm gonna go chill. Anyways, adios. I don't even know if I'm gonna raid anyone. I'm out of here.